Hi, welcome back to Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, and it's all small stuff. I'm your host, Lewis. Chapter 12. Let others be right most of the time. One of the most important questions you can ever ask yourself is, do I want to be right, or do I want to be happy? Many times, the two are mutually exclusive. Being right, defending our positions, takes an enormous amount of mental energy and often alienates us from the people in our lives. Needing to be right or needing someone else to be wrong encourages others to become defensive and puts pressure on us to keep defending. Yet, many of us, me too at times, spend a great deal of time and energy attempting to prove or point out that we are right and or others are wrong. Many people, consciously and unconsciously, believe that it's somehow their job to show others how their positions, statements, and points of view are incorrect. And that in doing so, the person they are correcting is going to somehow appreciate it, or at least learn something. Wrong. Think about it. Have you ever been corrected by someone and said to the person who was trying to be right, "Thank you so much for showing me that I'm wrong and you're right. Now I see it. Boy, you're great." Or has anyone ever thanked you or even agreed with you when you corrected them or made yourself right at their expense? Of course not. The truth is, all of us hate to be corrected. We all want our positions to be respected and understood by others. Being listened to and heard is one of the greatest desires of the human heart. And those who learn to listen are the most loved and respected. Those who are in the habit of correcting others are often resented and avoided. It's not that it's never appropriate to be right. Sometimes you genuinely need to be or want to be. Perhaps there's a certain philosophical position that you don't want to budge on, such as when you hear a racist comment. Here, it's important to speak your mind. Usually, however, it's just your ego creeping in and ruining an otherwise peaceful encounter. A habit of wanting or needing to be right. A wonderful heartfelt strategy for becoming more peaceful and loving is to practice allowing others the joy of being right. Give them the glory. Stop correcting. As hard as it may be to change this habit, it's worth any effort and practice it takes. When someone says, "I feel it's important to," rather than jumping in and saying, "No, it's more important to," or adding any hundreds of other forms of conversational editing, simply let go and allow their statement to stand. The people in your life will become less defensive and more loving. They will appreciate you more than you could ever have dreamed possible, even if they don't exactly know why. You'll discover the joy of participating in and witnessing other people's happiness, which is far more rewarding than a battle of egos. You don't have to sacrifice your deepest philosophical truths or most heartfelt opinions. But starting today, let others be right most of the time.